Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my new video. It is going to be about TrailOut. Is it a good successor to the original FlatOut or not? Grab some drinks, some food, and enjoy the video. The first map as is on the list today is Old Village. A map with tricks up its sleeve. It's pretty narrow and I had to compete for my first place. Well, in fact, I got third place for my first try, even though I had absolute stock Volkswagen Beetle. Not bad. And so we were introduced to a shop and upgrade system in this whole game. And now I'm going to show you what is Volkswagen Beetle in this game and why did I choose it. Yeah, it's German name for a German car. It's a pretty good car indeed, because it has good parameters and in real life it's like Porsche on minimal settings. It is rear-wheel drive and it has some tricky driving, but it can be explained as the specific driving mechanics of this whole game, because the driving in this game is pretty difficult, I would say so. But this car is still good handling and it's pretty easy to drive. The next race on our list in a map Triumph. Well, it was a rough way for me since I had wrong tires for it, but well, with many tries I still could take care of its first place. With replacing tires for a rally ones. Well, you see what I tell you about the rough way.
Yoink!
Boom. Headshot.
Start praying, boy.
Denied.
The next track on our list is a monoclass on the map Tokyo Districts. We're racing on a specific car, Master Miata. Monoclasses are pretty easy for you because they are, well, everyone is racing on the same car as you, so they have similar chances but less, because they cannot cheat as they usually do. So I took care of its first place and, well, I continued. And the next mod on our list is a mod named Contact. It's about Derby, but with a bomb. Yeah, it's like playing hot potato. Well, I easily could take a first place, since my car is very agile. Well, the next race was pretty close, and you see how I almost took a second place, but he bumped my back. So I took first. The next mode is Escape on icy map, and yet it was challenging for me since I had well, wrong tires again. I could change the tires and take a first place after some time. But well, reminder for you, if you decide to play this game for you, always look up on a map and what tires it needs, since it will help you a lot. And while I'm fighting with my first ever boss in a career, well, I will tell you about some things in this game as I found it. Well, the first one is if you press handbrake on a start, well, your car is going to roll a bit. It works in two sides. Either you roll forwards or backwards. If you roll backwards, don't press W button further, since it won't help you any much. This will help you to cheat a little on a start, either for records or just to take a first place. And the second thing I've noticed, this game is made on Unreal Engine, as it says on the title. And since that, and with that, even with my almost over-the-top video card, it still lags a bit. So be prepared to change the settings and set it a bit lower. The cutscenes here are kinda rough on animations, but it adds its own charm. And the next car I decided to take as a first C-Class car is was 2105. Even though it's less agile as Volkswagen Beetle, as you would tell, but it's a lot faster and it's good for races. Well, I don't know why is it the case that this car is rear-wheel drive, since real was 2105 is front-wheel drive, but whatever. It works nonetheless. I could use it as a derby car after that, since it's agile and pretty tough. Oh, rally drive. Here we go. This mode is about, well, as you can say, rally driving. You have absolutely no map. The conditions on the map is pretty tough, and you have to orientate as a Strumman says where you should go and turn. Well, how I did complete these races. I just remembered every turn I have to do, since real races, well, remember all of the track before racing. I don't know if they were inspired by a dirt game, but whatever. This mode looks a little boring, since there's no destructions or nitros. The next mod that were inspired by another games is Hunter. It's clearly Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, as you can tell, since it has the same gadgets and it's basically plays the same. And you have different awards for eliminating targets. In 3 targets eliminated, you get roadblock. The 5 you get a helicopter that will help you. 9 you get a plane that bombs everything. And on 12 you change a car. Honestly, the most OP strat here is just to spam roadblocks, since they work all the time. I don't know why I didn't came up to it earlier, but after I did, it made this game a lot easier for me to do. The next length of the video I won't show you, well, the modes Rally Drive and Hunter scenes. Well, they are kinda boring. You could play these mods by yourself and they take a lot of time.
Включить все-таки.
And here's the toughest race of them all. Damn devils. It took me so long to take this track, since, well, it has a lot of obstacles, and I could not do it for the rest of the video. The length of this video I had is, well, 1 hour. But on the second day I took care of its first place. Finally.
И эти, на грудь видишь. А, вот защитная куртка. А шлем? Им.
And the next on the list is
No,
Big
I
Small. I mean, Big Cheese. The boss wasn't so tough, even though balances were shooting for him. But Police Girl took care of them all. Thank you. And, well, on the race I could take a first place, and on a derby I showed him what a Russian cars are.
О, я сейчас...
Сейчас, подожди.
And then I took a Japanese car, since I felt like it. It's Fair Lady to 80. Datsun Fair Lady to 80. And well, the car is pretty nice. It's, well, were the best handling car on my garage at this time. And well, I advise to take it. Stunts is also a thing from TrailOut, and they took it, well, very nicely, I would say. This mod is pretty well done, and well, you may practice a lot of it, since it's pretty fun, and well, learning controls in this mode was nice to me.
И куда?
Вот там оставил дыру.
Где?
А зачем я это делал? Вспомнил. Вспомнил зачем. Ну все, я вспомнил зачем.
And to learn the hard way what will happen if you will not touch anyone on a mode that is literally called Contact. But then I won in this mode by sending this bomb to Joe Boomer, so he could not stand my agility. While we are fighting with our next boss on our list is Yujitan. Well, I'm gonna tell you about modifiers. They were added in a specific update earlier, and they are pretty much making the game a lot easier. The favorite modifier for me is it called Focus. In description it says it allows a gas that increases driver's perception, but in fact it slows down time and makes car make more downforce, and it helps a lot in turning. I pretty much like it for setting records around the maps. Did I mention that this game is gonna lag? Well, I don't know why did I decide to finish backwards, but well, let's go on. And to fight a boss on a derby, I decided to buy something special. I bought Hammer H2 since it allows me to destroy her little tiny car. But I didn't expect that she will have her own trick up her sleeve. Well, whatever. Another modifier I liked a lot is Impulse. It allows you to push enemies from you. It deals a huge ton of damage to them. Also, another modifiers that are in the game are an Inferno, Dodge, Dash and Spring that allows you to jump above enemies. Well, I like them a little less since Inferno shoots fire around you and deals damage, even though Impulse deals more damage than Inferno, even if it says otherwise. Dodge allows you to dodge in the direction you were turning, and Dash allows you to dash forward.
Пойдем посмотрим за этим.
And that's what I were talking about. She has her own helpers, kamikaze cars, except she didn't take in count that these cars can damage her too. And then it was just about, well, pushing her from the tower.
Вы серьезно? Женька, какого черта?
Да, я точно большой фанат аниме и могу показать тебе...
Алло, какое нахрен аниме? Ты меня слышишь вообще?
Нет, Михалыч, лицензию уже на
Ну,
твоем
кое-кто,
столе,
ты его
а с ней
перемещал?
я сам разберусь.
Перемещал.
А ты смотрел Fairy Tail?
Да, классное аниме, да, вроде.
The next mode they added in this game is Dash. And let me tell you, I hate this mode. It's a parody of Blur, but instead of depending on skill, it depends on luck, like an actual Mario Kart. Well, it's done poorly, let's be honest. Why is it done so poorly? Well, because there are some things about it. The power-ups that spawn here are random, and there's one power-up that counters only with shields. It's a hack power-up, which allows you to hack the person in first place. But not only that, but there's also a power-up that allows everyone to teleport to you. No matter what, how far are you from the enemies, they still gonna teleport to the first place. All players who will came through the portal. Let me just say, I hate this mod so much.
Вау, я еще сломал игру. Я возродился под картой.
Настолько это ужасно, что даже под картой спавнишься.
Абсолютно. Я под картой.
Абсолют баг.
After all, I still could take the first place even in this race, even though it took me some time to get luck on my side. And no, it was not the only one mod in the whole carrier. There's a lot more of them. Now, to chill out a bit from difficulty of this mod, well, let me show you some cool clip I got.
Блин, смотрю, честно. Нолик PS.
First blood. Double kill. Triple kill. Killing spree. Monster kill.
The fourth boss on Blacklist is Joe Boomer. A tough guy, loves American cars, big cars in fact, and he decided to surprise me with a monster truck, but I took a hammer with me. It did not surprise me well enough, because I were prepared.
Нет, надо...
Какого
Сейчас
дьявола
тут,
ты здесь
короче,
шумишь?
везде
Что
сюда
ты
надо
вернулся
скорость
на
скоростях пихать, и это.
Вот так сделать.
Oh yes, I also took an additional content. Well, there's also cars that were added in it. Some of them are often appearing in leaderboards in different games. Not all of them are worthy enough to be there, but it's good enough that they're still here. Yeah, that's how Mihalich's story would have ended if it would not be scripted. Yeah, the most insane race of them all in the carrier, since they allowed me to, well, race on a car for stunts in a usual race. It was pretty difficult since the car was too fast and didn't slow down enough. But the timer had mercy on me.
На трюковой машине, блин, дали покататься прям на обычной трассе. Ну, я без понятия, ну спасибо. Ой. Режим Dash на самой худшей карте.
Despite my overreaction, the race wasn't so tough. Well, it was pretty easy in fact, because luck was on my side all the race along. It could have been a lot more worse if it would be otherwise, since the map is pretty filled with obstacles and yeah, that stuff. And the next on our list is a stunt mode that is literally about banging your head in buildings and tearing them down. Yeah, that's mod is, well, it's one of the most funniest mod in the whole game, and it pretty much shows what would have been if instead of birds shooting in the buildings, there was a man.
Так, не говори, что это софтлог.
Софтлог?
Это реально софтлог.
Офигеть. Давно я этого не слышу.
And it was my second soft lock in this whole game.
Whee!
some very boring races later, and we are finally here to another boss to beat Sonia Mas. She decided that police duty was more important than actual racing, so we actually have very easy race in fact. And Derby, well, there was not much to say. She took some armored cars with her, but she herself decided that it will be a good idea to fight us in Palais Crown Victoria. I don't know why, but well, I'm not against it. I only up for it since I got my Inferno modifier and it was easy thing for me. The next car I took for A-Class was not other than Tesla Model X. The most fragile car in this whole game, as I believe, because her gimmick is not about mashing into other opponents. It's about getting ahead of everyone, since it got the fastest acceleration in the whole game, as I believe, and is good for tracks with a lot of turns, since on straights it sucks a lot, since the only maximum speed of it is 245 km per hour, which is manageable for a lot of races. If anyone got speed higher than you, they can catch up and take you down.
У нее автопилот дезактивируется, как только поворот.
Это, кстати, в реальных тестах такая хрень. А знаешь почему? Потому что если вдруг ты намотаешься на столб, то нельзя было притянуть компанию из-за того, что пилот хреновый.
То есть в этом случае Теслу здесь сделали правильно.
Наверное, скажем.
Окей.
Офицер Чкалый. На дороге появился стелс. Он неуязвим, когда не видим. Прием.
О, да.
Центр, мы остановили их насколько смогли. Сейчас же. Прием.
Не важен размер, важна скорость.
Нет. Сука, блин. Мне чуть-чуточка здоровья нахер оставалось.
Frau Uber were hard not because of her speed, but because she was, well, it was the most scripted boss of them all, since she just takes ahead of you and you cannot catch up to her, and then you have a section of a traffic stop, because there's a lot of traffic cars that prevent you from going further. And if you try, well, you're gonna hurt yourself. But then, not only that, but there's Frank Woos that decide to shoot you with a shotgun that has Dragonfire shotgun ammo. But after you take him down, you can finish the race. I could not manage it for 40 minutes, since I got either destroyed or got behind Frau Uber, but finally I could take first place. derby against Frau Uber would have been a lot harder if I had no modifiers, since there's a lot of similar cars and you have to destroy each of them until you get to Frau Uber. But because I got Inferno up my sleeve, I could easily take care of her and this race. Yeah, modifiers make the life a lot easier, but they actually break a balance of current bosses.
Теперь я уже помню. Ничего, я уже близко. Месть близка.
Cutscenes is another piece of art of this game. But well, for indie game is not bad. The gameplay is actually rocks.
Знаете, и даже приехать первее, при этом она была заскриптована пипец. То есть я, по идее, должен был постоянно быть сзади нее.
Чего приперлись?
Да, я его в темных очках одел, потому что...
Открой.
Зачем это?
Открой. Вдруг думать начнешь.
О,
Деньги.
О, это дело чести, Вудс. Деньгами ты всего не купишь.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Я же говорил, здесь будет опасно. Надеюсь, ты понял, что в этот раз это точно твой последний фестиваль в жизни.
Вот черти.
Да. Не буду врезаться. Да, но если я не буду вот так вот вылетать. Вот. Видишь, блин, я уже сколько там, 2 раза врезался, я уже полздоровья нету. Блин, иди нахер со своим, блин, коровой. Тише меня хочет убить. Сука! А так хорошо держался. Здоровье-то настроить. Пока что больше. Почему у них машины такие прочные просто? А, все, здоровье нет. Сейчас добьется. У меня вопрос, почему у Титана и прочность, и это все зашкаливает? Тут танк есть.
Танк?
Тут танк.
Ой, да. Да и танк.
Ну, это, может быть, это БТР, но все равно нахуй. Я не знаю, может ли она стрелять или нет, но, блин, слушай. В этой игре очень много интересных машин, которые я бы хотел купить. В том числе и вот эту херню. Танк нахрен. Блин, хочется все попробовать.
Come back when you're a little richer.
Some races later, and I'm finally up to final boss. Well, instead of 2 stages, it got 3 stages to beat him. First one, well, everyone tried to mess me up. First it was Ballases, then Helicopter, then Big Cheese, and the damn guy on a monster truck. Boomer team. Well, I could take care of him, and he were eliminated, and I won. Or did I?
То есть это по... То есть я по-любому должен был тут сдохнуть по скрипту, да? А погоди, он же был ликвидирован. Как? Фак! Такой машине прыгнул нету.
А, ты его машину получается?
Да, я его машину украл. Видишь, ой.
Его сильный.
But the second race, that should be the one that decide the winner, right?
Он заскриптован.
Чего, блин?
Он заскриптован.
Пока что будет.
Ну ты видишь, как он умотал. Причем знаешь, за сколько он это? Он за 2 секунды оказался вон там.
Тут это нереально.
О, его же ловушка прицепила.
Не, ну, наверное, там, где у него машину, то бьем.
Да. Все.
That's it?
Вот он, ковыляет.
Живой ублюдок, сука.
Субтитры
Вы
ходили
решили
теряться.
моим же оружием взять кубок? А я думал, вы не в ладах. Второго шанса тебе.
Это же Эйка. Оказывается, это нормально. На лимузине поехали. Хотя, может было другой автомобиль купить для дерби. Ну ладно, похрен.
Finally, the moment we were waiting for, the final battle, the final boss, and the final race, and the whole carrier. Let's do it!
Время тебе отвечать за мое прошлое, за Женьку, за всех тех, кто там пострадал на
Не
острове.
понимаю, о чем ты, Михалыч. Хватит лирики. Погнали!
Черт наглый.
Да.
Готов к своему последнему фестивалю, Михалыч?
Я боюсь, я сейчас Инферно включу, тебе будет абсолютно... Опа! Погнали, блин, Инферно работает.
А сейчас что будет?
Ну, и, ну, реально, вот эти вот модификаторы, которые здесь добавили, это прям имбовая вещь. Абсолютно. То есть с ними я теперь стало намного проще. Я понимаю, что все колеса... А, все, спасибо. Лимузин немножко застрял. Да блин, куда ты разворачиваешься, да? На, где, блин. Жарим.
Вот, я буду первым.
Да, жарим его еще больше. О, у меня еще здоровье осталось.
Kiss my ass.
Слышь, Кисмаяс, ты сейчас сдохнешь.
Сейчас он твой пиздец.
Еще немного осталось.
Давай, жим от души.
Пошел.
The final boss is down, right?
Вроде прибили.
Бля, Михалыч!
А, понял. Сука, стоит еще.
Зачем ты все портишь? Снова.
Что у тебя вспомнится? Чел.
Я был популярен, фестиваль был популярен, а теперь я разочарован. Сейчас мы это исправим. Мы были звездами гонок, а ты так и не успокоишься. Бронированные машины, сучок! Это твой последний фестиваль.
Yes, he got a whole armored car. What a dirty cheater. Anyway, we decided to play smart and destroy the tower
Я понял.
to
Говорить без
beat
слов.
him.
Блять, окей? Только...
Повезло. По мне попал.
Михалыч, давай.
Ой, черт. Ой, черт.
Молодец. Дальше будет.
Когда ты сдохнешь уже?
Ха-ха, вы все под моим контролем.
Что за терминал?
Реально терминатор.
Я вернулся.
Вернулся.
Его он платит.
Женек,
Ку-ку.
давай.
Опа, приветствую.
Вспоминаешь мое лицо? Это тебе привет из прошлого.
Гранейт.
Фак! Бля, Михалыч!
Ой. Нахрена?
Женька,
А, это он его схватил. Понял.
дурак.
Чувак. Он сказал чувак, а не дурак.
Теперь понятно, почему он молчал. Почему я должен был добраться до Утса. Личная месть. Он спал. Высокомерная и лживая власть окончена. Его же стараниями о нас и подобных гонках снова забудут на десятилетия. И, похоже, действительно, мой последний фестиваль в жизни сегодня завершен.
А ты не хочешь проверить, Женька жив, нет?
Ну, даже если он сделал его загрузку и граната плюс. И там разницы там нет. Он бы полюбал
Я ухожу.
Я устал, я ухожу. Вот так вот.
Моя история окончена.
Липсинг, конечно, отсутствует, но ладно. TrailOut. Охеренно. Не, игра была на самом деле опупительной.
Особенно под сцену в финале.
Да.
И босс.
Игра от русских разработчиков, так-то.
Не, ну она прикольная.
Ну, согласен, игра с душой, определенно. Мне она очень сильно вкатила, несмотря на всякие там проблемы. То есть это будет абсолютно та же самая карьера, только это.
Без боссов.
Да. Я понял. Отмена конца. Нам надо это пройти.
One race later.
Ничего страшного.
Ну все.
Теперь это точно пройдено, да?
Теперь игра точно пройдена. New Game Plus, я не знаю, будем ли мы проходить или нет, но... Фух. Так что все.